Let's talk about that person leaving the torn up, stapled together money outside my house. It was not a bomb. There was no burning at all. It didn't even smell like anything. My raw fingers smelled more than that did. Um, they had crossed out the words pedo and genital, which is unfortunate because there's no other way to put it. It's a sex crime to kids on their genitals. I wish it wasn't that way too. And it's interesting how they use language censorship, like only speak positive, only say nice things, because they know if you have to only say things that are pleasing to hear, which they never do that themselves, by the way. If you only say things that are pleasing to hear, then you can't describe what's really going on. It will be impossible for you to say what's wrong or what the problem is. So, yeah, I find that interesting that they had stapled them together. It looks like it had been blown open, but we don't really know what had happened. What was inside the staple, I have no idea. I know that it didn't smell like explosives. It didn't smell like they put a firework in there or anything. It smells like they probably went nuts. I said the truth, and they're not used to thinking that, so they went no, because that's the default. Is you just say no, and then you're gonna have to think about it for a while. So yeah, it's funny they crossed that out, but it is true. The ruling class hid who they are and hid what they do by banning talking about it. They said, we're only telling the truth and saying nice things now. And it was like forced compliance. So, yeah, the slaves will always be confused. If you're not used to thinking about this way, yeah, this is going to confuse you big time. But you could have figured it out. I left the money where I found it with a note on it. So maybe they'll read it. You could have figured it out at any time yourself. You didn't need me to tell you, but correcting the grammar, you can't say pedo and genital. That's what they did. They crossed that out. And like, really? That bothered you. So the fact you do it doesn't bother you at all. It's saying it. Just don't say it, you know.